Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a FX server, also known as the FiveM server, on a Linux VPS. So we're going to need a few things before we get started. First thing is going to be Putty. You're going to want the 64-bit version if you're on a 64-bit PC, which I'm assuming you are. We're also going to need FileZilla. FileZilla is an FTP client. You can use any one. These are just pieces of software that I've come to prefer over the years. We're also going to need two things from FiveM themselves. First being the latest build for Linux. So if you go to the links in the description, you'll see here we have a build repository. And we're going to download the latest build, which you can confirm by the timestamp as well as the build number. So we'll click on that and click the fx.tar and copy that to our desktop. Already have it there. We're also going to need a license key to run the server. So again, a link for this is in the description. You're going to navigate to this page, sign up, and grab your key, which we're going to put into our config file later on. So the next thing we're going to require is the details for the VPS. This server is hosted by HostHavoc, and the details are emailed to you automatically after sign up. So we have an IP address and we have a password. This is the default root password. So what we're going to do is go ahead and copy this. We're going to open up Putty and make a connection via SSH. Click yes and type in root. You're going to copy this password and you're going to right click and press enter. It'll log you in. And then from there, we're going to add a user to run the FX server under. This is solely for best practice. This is not required, but I would highly recommend you do it. And type in password FXServer at passwd FXServer, and you're going to type your desired password. I'm not using something very secure, as this is only a tutorial video, but I would recommend that you automatically generate something, especially if this is going to be public facing. So next we're going to give our user account sudo privileges to run commands as root. So you type usermod dash lowercase a capital G wheel FXServer. That'll add the FXServer to the group called wheel. And yeah, we're going to close this SSH session and we'll just open one up just so you can see how to log into your newly created account. And FXServer, password that you set, press enter, and yeah. So it's normal to not see a password when you're entering one in an SSH client, so don't worry about it, just press enter after you've typed it in. Next, we're also going to make a connection to the server via FTP, so we're going to use FileZilla for this. And same idea, but in this case, we're going to type sftp / like so, paste the IP, and we're not using this password. So FXServer was the username, and you'll set whatever password you had set before. And it's going to log us in, so as you can see, it puts us in home / FXServer. So in this case, if we go to cd/home and type dir, we'll see FXServer, so cd FXServer. By the way, all the commands that I'm running are going to be in the description as well if you just want to run through them really quickly without watching the rest, but it's entirely up to you. So next, we're going to upload the FXTAR to the home / FXServer directory. Give that a second. So we're going to type tar xf fx.tar.xz, and once this finishes uploading, we're going to run that. Sorry, I'm actually going to put this in a folder called server. So you can create this folder through FileZilla or on here, and we're just going to move that in there just to make things a bit cleaner. So cd server, and then you're going to type tar xf fx.tar.xz. And if we go into this directory and press F5, we'll see that it's done. We have a run.sh file. And then we're going to go up a directory. We're going to make a directory called server data. So mkdir server-data. Again, you could do this by right-clicking in the FXServer directory here and doing the same thing. So F5 to refresh, and we see it's there. Perfect. And now we're going to run a git clone to take a copy of the server data folder from the citizenfx repository. So the command for this, actually we're going to require a git first. So we're going to type the following in, again in the description, sudo yum install git. Yes, type in our password for FXServer. That's going to install. Perfect. And now we're going to clone the repository to our server data folder. Command for this is in the description. Done. Okay. Now we're going to go into server data. So cd server/data. And now we're going to install a tool, which is useful one, text editing. Sudo yum install nano-y. Okay, we have nano. And what we're going to do is type nano server.cfg. And next we're going to navigate to a page which has a template for the default server CFG. So the link for this is also in the description. Click copy. You're going to right click. And at the bottom here, you can see we have SV license key change me. Now remember, we're only using the keyboard to perform actions in this text editor unless you're pasting when you're right clicking. So you're going to navigate to the Keymaster site, copy your key, right click, Control and O, click enter, Control and X to exit, and that's good. So from there, we've pasted the server CFG template and set our license. Now we can try running the server. So to do that, we're going to run it from the server data directory actually, so we can pull from the server CFG more easily. And to do that, we're going to do bash/home fxserver/server/run.sh, and then plus exec space server.cfg. You can also just paste the command from the list of commands in the description of the video. And this will just take a second to start up and generate the data. And if you go into this data folder, you actually see files being generated. Okay, so we can see that the FX server is live. We can type commands into the citizenfx console, which is great. Now, if we want to close this window, we can hit Control C. Now, something to note is that if you're running it like this, the server will not remain online if you close your SSH session. So if I were to close this window, the server, FX server, is going to stop. So what we can do, there's a couple ways you can do it, but the easiest is to install a utility called screen. And screen will allow for persistent terminal sessions to remain regardless of if you're logged into SSH or not. So we're in the server data directory still. It's this directory here. And we're going to type screen. And the same start command that we just ran to test the server. Oops. That's not right. So it's bash/home/fxserver/server run.sh, and we're going to exec server.cfg. Again, it's in the description of the video if you just want to paste it by right clicking, and we can run that. And it's going to do the same thing it just did. And yeah, the FX server is live. Now to close this or leave this screen without actually closing it, you can hit Control AD all at the same time. And if you want to list your existing screens, you can type screen-ls, and to reconnect you can note the screen ID and type screen-d/r12220, and it'll bring you back into it. And again, you can leave by Control AD, that's it. And not sure why that happened, but Control C to get out of it. And just to make things a bit more secure, this is not a hardening procedure or anything of that nature. We're going to change the server's SSH port just so that it's less susceptible to port scans and SSH root attempts. And enter your password for FXServer. I didn't do it right there. Okay, so again, this is Nano, it's a text editor, and we can navigate to this file, remove the comment on the port, and I'll change this one to 2224, and again, Control O at the same time, enter, and Control X, and yeah, that's it. So next we need to restart SSH, so service SSHD restart. Enter your password again, and it's done. And we'll just reconnect to the session. So again, we need the IP 2224, sorry. And yeah, we're in now. And conversely, you also need to do this for FTP. So SFTP is going to default to port 22 when you include that at the front of the host. So you can change that to 2224 and it will connect you properly. So yeah, that concludes the basic setup of the FXServer. For customizations and stuff, I'll be making some other videos which cover this. But for all purposes, this video will show you how to set up the FXServer on a hosted VPS, which most people tend to be doing these days. So, thanks for watching.